it's me. Still haven't heard anything from Mary. Those of you who've read my blog post about the play know that she, the character Mary from the play, it was either my friend Mary playing a character very much like herself, or someone who looks a lot like her playing someone very much like my friend Mary. So it's really strange just because I haven't heard anything from her and she's not returning my calls, and I think I still have the right phone number for her, but she's also not returning my attempts to get in touch by Facebook, and it's all just a bit strange. I've pretty much concluded that she has something to do with Invisible Belfast. I don't know how else. It just seems like an obvious connection, I guess. I read the comments that a couple of people left on the blog, and Elizabeth, you mentioned some really interesting parallels with Finnegan's Wake and the story as it's going on right now. I think the thing that interested me the most that you said was about manipulation and I guess the democracy or the illusion of democracy, and there's a tension between those two things that runs through the play. You have this sense that your vote matters, but also the sense that it actually doesn't. And like you were saying, you get sort of manipulated into sort of being complicit in what happens in the play. There's also that shift in this game, or that sort of tension in this game of we're made to feel in one sense like it's a group thing and we're all involved, and that's what makes it, really interesting in a lot of ways for me, but at the same time there's this person controlling, or people controlling what's going on all the time, or trying to, and that's really interesting as well, and sort of leaking out little bits of information bit by bit and all this. So I don't know, there's definitely something to me that's really interesting about how democratic these processes really are, I guess. How collective. But as for parallels with me, which was also asked about in the comments, especially like about my father and being angry with my father, and the truth is, like, I am angry with my father, but I think for different reasons than what was in the play. At the same time, maybe this is like the way it's supposed to work, but I saw parallels, like even just like really vague sort of connections between myself and each of the characters as well, each of the sisters. So I don't know. Is the short answer. I don't know. I wouldn't like to think there are too many similarities because the story's quite dark, but maybe there are. It really sucks that the feed died, by the way, but I'm guessing because so many of us had cameras shoved into our hands that, and then taken back up, that probably something's going to come of that. So I haven't given up hope that there's going to be some kind of recording available for the people who weren't there. It would be really useful if there was. I have tried to contact Jack Sellers by email again, and still no response from him either. So, about the special conspirator, someone asked about that, whether anyone had any, like, sort of predictions of who that was, if anyone seemed, like, out of place. And I think it was the guy Alan who was in my group. And the reason I think that is because I never, like, heard anything from him before, in terms of being involved with all this. Like, his name hasn't showed up anywhere, but at the same time, he was clearly, like, from everything that you guys are saying, it seems like it was his camera that was providing the live feed because someone saw me meet him, and that's, I think, the only way that could have happened. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so I'm guessing that it's him. And the other thing was that Elizabeth asked how I voted, and I voted innocent. Let me know how you guys voted if you're comfortable sharing. And I'm pretty exhausted thinking about all this, so I'm going to take a break and go out climbing today. So, yeah, talk soon.